Listen up, Dungeon Masters. Your players are falling asleep at the table. What? Your wizard is going to use catapult to throw rocks at a monster again? How about instead of that, the wizard covers their body in rocks and hurls themselves? Now you're thinking like a badass using Battlezoo Bestiary, Elemental Storm. Filled with over 150 innovative elemental monsters, new elemental spells, and the monster parts system, allowing you to craft weapons, armor, and magic items from the creatures you slay, infusing elemental magic into them with 20 unique elements. Sure, there's classics like air, earth, fire, and water, but there's even weirder elements like music, space, and time. Doctor Who, Doctor You.
Wait, I'm a player, not a dungeon master. Why should I give a
Well, Yahtzee, how about a brand new character archetype, the Monster Hunter? Climb on creatures, target specific body parts, and weaken them. Or just grab a small monster and use their attacks against the big one.
Ooh, you sold me at big ones.
Best of all, this archetype can fit along any class. Fighter Monster Hunter? Duh. Monk Monster Hunter? Sure. Wizard Monster Hunter? Well, it'll set the difficulty up, but go right ahead. Elemental Storm is filled with over 250 pages packed with stunning illustrations, detailed rules on the monster parts system, and so much more for your Pathfinder 2e and D&D 5th edition games. Click on the link below or head on over to kickstarter.rollforcombat.com to secure your copy of Battlezoo Bestiary Elemental Storm today, and turn your table from slow and crunchy to fast and furious. Did you guys know, by the way, that the land that you are inhabiting has a name?
Ooh.
I mean, I kind of
I was
figured,
wondering
but
about that.
Did you know
It'd be
that?
weird if we didn't know that.
It would be weird if you didn't know that. I just remembered because I needed to create a world map, and so I'm going to show you the world map I created. And then I went through all my old notes, and I was like, wait a minute, I did in episode 1, I gave this world a name.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that. The land of the red grasses, wasn't it?
Ooh, nice remembering.
whoa.
Wow.
Someone's got
Writing
memory.
that down.
Ah, here it
Oh,
is.
Oh, okay.
And Gond Ardy.
Hey!
Ungundari.
There's the keep, and there's the trading post, and there's the bridge in Pimpernel.
That's
I want to go to Marysville.
That's right. Yeah, there's Marysville. That down there's the Cave of Something, where Domino Fantastic went. A few places of note in the land of Ungundare, the land of the red grasses. Obviously, you can see the twin Aasimar cities of Venezuela and Hudgens up on the mountains.
I know for a fact, Jack, that you put Queen Beyonce Knowles in Castle Sasha.
Weird. Isn't that weird?
And that Destiny's Keep is disowned.
Oh, wow. Do you get it? Do you get it, though?
That is hilarious.
So, here's the breakdown. If you look at this is kind of the overlay of all the different territories. I color-coded it a little bit so you can see it a little bit easier. Light blue is fauna folk, green is flora folk, orange is humankind, and the purple northern region is the celestial kind. I suppose, we should start the episode, though. Hi there, Internet. My name is Jack Packard, and here we are for Season 2 of Adventure Is Nigh, here for called In Search of a Platinum Heart.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, you like that? I literally just made that up.
I was going to say, wow, that's so cool. I like that. Where'd that come from? Oh, just now. Just
now, because I realized we didn't have a title yet for Season 2. But in any case, welcome to Season 2. We're all back. This is picking up right where we left off. But first, let's once again introduce all of our players, the same players from last season, including Amy Campbell.
That's me, and I play Dabarella Yeatster, the fearsome cat. Well, she's not a cat, she's a tabaxi fighter. But with the heart of gold, maybe not quite platinum, but gold is pretty close, so, I'll take that.
It's like the next one down.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Casey Wosu.
Hi, I play Sigmar Iceblood. He's an ASMR archer who is starting to branch out and date other weapons.
I hope he names them.
Yahtzee Croshaw.
And I play Mortal Rafflesworth Everwind Smythe, the half-elf con artist, bard stroke rogue, who's not really a half-elf, but it's too complicated.
Very, very complicated. Also, Jesse Galena.
Oh, that's me, and I'm playing Grinderbin, the Dicaria who's always looking for good magic items in the trash.
Perfect. As a recap of the entirety of last season, after escaping a prison cart, the 4 adventurers made their way to a hidden humanoid keep, only to find that it housed the mysterious jade homunculus. After the homunculus was stolen, you wanted to steal it from the stealer, so after you met a few people, you went to the Flora folk city of Pimpernel and fought/conned your way through the Black-Eyed Susan's headquarters, throwing yourself and the Jade Homunculus off of a mighty tall building and ending up in a secret grove where you returned the entity trapped inside the Jade Homunculus back into the ethereal plane. And that brings us back to this hidden grove, right where we left off. Literally, this is picking up right where we left off.
Mortimer will turn to his fellows and say, right, let's get the story straight. As far as Egelier is concerned, we went straight to her from the Black-Eyed Susan's hideout, all right? We didn't stop at any magic groves. We didn't liberate any spirits in return for boons and treasure. And if there's anything wrong with the Jade Homunculus that she told us to bring her in return for rewards, we play completely dumb. That'll be easy for you, Dabarella.
I can do that.
Yeah, easy for you. I saw that one coming as I was saying it. If she notices anything's off with it, we'll blame the Black-Eyed Susan. She said she just wanted the Jade Homunculus. She didn't say anything about the state it was in. And hopefully we'll get away with it.
I don't know why, but I feel like she's gonna be onto us. Just don't let her look me in the eyes.
Well, leave the talking to me then. I know how to schmooze with these noble types.
Do also have a feeling that it might become fairly obvious this is not magical. We may want to do a bit of a lie sandwich.
Okay. How do you envision that happening?
I don't know, that's why I brought it up as sort of a workshop thing.
Okay.
I could make her a sandwich that would distract her.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea at all, Abrella. Why don't you go off and make some sandwiches now? Anyway.
Okay.
Well, we could do a bit of razzle-dazzle, try to sell the lie. Do you still have that bed?
Of course.
Well, if I could borrow one of the sheets of it, we could do a sort of impressive unveiling when we bring it to her.
Oh, that's a good idea. Grinderbin's gonna go into his bag and find the bed somewhere in that bag and yank out the sheet on it.
Yeah.
Sigmar's just shaking his head. He's gonna sit down on this log over here.
It was just a sheet from a bed from a freaking tower. It was a sheet from
a
not a
ghost
good
bed.
looking sheet, but it is a sheet.
Right.
And I think that's
We'll just-
all.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. All right. We'll just drape it over it and, try to sell it a bit.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, be careful lifting it with your mortal eyes. Shit like that.
We need an escape plan for when she finds out that this thing has no magic in it and blames us.
Okay, here's the escape plan. When the reward's in our hands, we fucking leg it.
Well, if they didn't figure it out before that, they definitely know the moment we did that.
We fucking leg it in a hopefully not too suspicious way.
Can we mail it to her? Is there couriers in this land?
No, she promised riches, and I'm by gum gonna get my hands on some.
Sigmar, you know the castle thingy. Could your sister help?
No.
No.
Okay, listen.
Worth a shot.
Okay, listen. Here's the thing. We know the jade homunculus is useless. Egelier might figure it out. But the way I see it, nobody else needs to know that. All she wants is the influence that the power would give her, right? Well, as long as people know she's got the jade homunculus, she could still have the influence.
That is not a bad idea. I think you could sell her on that if you're forthright about it. If you try to trick her, I feel like that's going to bite us in the ass.
All right. Well,
But that means we'd have to admit we know it's not magical, and that...
we won't admit shit. We'll just do this plan if she notices it's not magical, okay?
I think that's a good idea.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Who's to say
Until
we
then-
knew it was?
Exactly.
That's the plan.
Just play dumb. Maybe the jade homunculus has never been magic. Maybe it's all just, flash and thunder. Where did you say to meet us again?
Oh, wait, hold on. We're supposed to go to the ASMR city, right? I can't go back there.
Like it all?
Yeah, they're looking for me.
Well, couldn't you wear a
Disguise
hood or
yourself.
something? Yeah, you got disguise self.
You know what? Yeah, I'll do that.
What?
I'll show up looking like another Grindelwald.
Another Grindelwald. Why doesn't everyone roll me either an intelligence or a history check?
Ooh, history.
Intelligence or history?
Or history, yeah.
I took that specifically to use it. That
Rolling
could
history.
be better. 16.
16
I'll
as
roll a
well.
history.
Crap, where's my...
14. Okay,
14?
we got
Not bad.
16s. We
We
got a
are-
14. And Sigmar with a mighty 10.
Doesn't know your own homeland.
Grinderbin, you remember just because you are teacher's pet, you are a very good student, you remember when people of authority tell you something. Mortimer, I'm going to say you remember because as a thief and a liar, it's really important that you remember small details to help sell your lies.
Yes, would be nice if I could do that more often, wouldn't it?
Egelier said that she was at the bottom of the Aasimar Mountains in a small village called Cornersware, and she gave you a specific address to go to.
Cool.
So that's not actually in the Azamar territory.
It's in the Aasimar territories, not in the grand cities. It's neither in Venessula or Hudgens. It's a small village at the base of the mountains.
Can you deal with that, Sigma?
I guess. Yeah.
All right, let's go then. Let's make
Cornersware.
tracks.
Okay,
Off we go.
to
Hit the road.
Cornersware.
Oh, you're gonna do the Indiana Jones red line.
But wait, that's copyrighted music. I can't do that. What I will say here is that the secret grove was over here at these hills, and you are going to travel up to the Aasimar village of Cornersware right here. So instead of a dotted line, do. So as you see, it's only 8 feet away.
Cool.
A couple of big steps and we're there.
A couple of big steps. I'm going to say this
Eggelier's
is...
been watching us the whole time. She's just sitting in front of the tavern and go, what are they doing over there?
Like she's been next door the whole time. No, I'm going to say this is... what sort of pace would you like to make it to Egelier is my question to all of you.
Maybe slightly fast. Try to sell the lie that we came straight here from the flower city.
Yeah, actually, probably the smartest thing would be to hire a coach to get us there real quick from where we're at. And then that way, again, to help as quick as possible to be the straight here.
You got a fantasy Uber app?
Let's see here. Give me... I'll say you can easily, make it to kind of a road within a couple of hours from the Secret Grove. As you know, you went from Pimpernel to the Secret Grove, so you can make your way back to kind of like a civilized area. Why don't you roll me, someone roll me a luck check. Anyone roll me a D20, 11 or higher.
Any one
that-
person?
Any one person.
I'm not
I'll
doing
do it.
anything with luck in the title.
Ooh.
Hey!
16.
With a 16, kind of as soon as you get to the road, you see a handful of carts. You are definitely able to kind of flag one down and barter for a trip near Cornersware. Let's see here. I'm going to say I'm going to say that the cart owner looks at you and says that it'll cost you 2 silver a person.
Easy.
So 8 silver total.
Easy.
Okay.
Cool.
Where's my character sheet gone?
Grinderbin will look at the group and be like, "Don't worry, I'll cover the expenses for this." And I will give 10 gold.
10
Or,
gold.
sorry, 10
gold.
silver, not gold.
Oh, damn.
10 silver
Okay.
to the driver.
Oh,
Okay, sue yourself.
oh yeah.
we
this-
have a shitload of silver, remember though.
Yeah,
We do, and I want to talk to this person as we go, so I want to butter him up.
Oh, sure, yeah, and this
Okay.
is kind of a middle-aged elf-looking man, and he goes, okay, yeah, we could get you over to Cornersware, no problem. I'm heading over there to deliver this cart full of corn.
Is that why it's called Cornersware?
people need corn.
So yeah, hop on here, hutcha-cha.
Are we sitting in the corn?
Grinderbin's
amongst-
going in shotgun.
In my head we are.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're amongst bushels of corn, absolutely.
If
Yeah,
Grinderbin
still
sits
holding the
shotgun,
statue.
Yeah, you could come up here and sit shotgun with me. Yeah, come on. These are my.
Keep the
these are my-
sheet on the statue because
Absolutely.
Yeah.
invite some scrying eyes.
These are my donkeys. My donkeys are taking us to Cornersware. That's Carl and that's Buttercup.
Hello.
And then,
wonderful creatures they are.
And so yeah, he's they're driving. You would like to talk to this man?
Yeah, nothing specific. Grinderbin
Oh, okay.
just always trying to make contacts, kind of, hey, if someone doing this route can, ship something else with the corn, that's extra pay. That's extra, they know people, get some contacts, just general buttering up.
Oh, sure, yeah. I am a driver. That's my. I'm a cart smith. That's what I like to call myself. I do take. My main route is Pimpernel to Cornersware. So it's just like usually it's just back and forth, little north south. You know what I'm saying?
Is there sentient corn?
Are we
If
going to
there's
ask the
sentient
same
flowers?
question?
Are there corn people living in the Flora lands?
Like these corn
Yes.
aren't alive, are they?
These. Oh no. That's a. You know what? That is an insightful question. No. You can clearly see this is normal corn-sized corn. There are corn people. Yes. They are significantly larger than these corns.
How do they feel about your trade and Cornersware as a whole, since that entire community seems to be based around this vegetable?
I don't know if Cornersware is a corn-based society, but I think that this is really a question for your Flora folk friend here, because as far as I'm concerned, they know the difference between eating corn and person corn.
right. the Flora people will probably think there's a lot of similarities between a human being and a pig. And
Yeah.
human beings eat pigs.
We kind of get confused at your apprehension with that all the fleshy people have with flowers and flowers versus flesh, and then you all eat flesh and that's not considered weird.
Right?
That's a good point.
I think you need to examine your biases.
Exactly.
Look, I come from from some place where they kind of look down on everybody, so I'm learning. All right, I'm getting there.
Hey, by
Must
the
be
way,
nice.
congratulations to you for a little introspection. Hya, Buttercup! Hya!
Is calling your donkey Buttercup racist in the Flora land?
Oh, because it's a flower name?
Never mind.
I don't think so, but but again,
Now we need to do some introspection.
that's fair. I'm gonna defer to our Flora folk passenger over here. I'm sorry. You know what? Y'all got in my cart. I never asked your names.
I'm Jeremy.
Jeremy. We get a lot of Jeremys around here.
You don't say.
Very common name. I'm Grinderbin. Pleasure to meet you.
Grinderbin, nice to meet you.
I'm Deborella. What's your name?
My name's Tanber Malice.
My name's Vincent Gallithrope. I'm a traveling piano repairman.
Oh, you repair pianos.
Yeah.
Wow.
You'd be surprised how many the Azamar have, snooty sons of bitches.
Oh, do I believe that?
Not an Azamar house without a lawyer foyer and a baby grand, you know,
Oh,
you
man.
know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just happy
that is what they say.
That's what they say. I'm just happy they got over their viola fixation, or else it was all strings all the time.
Oh, tell me about it. I was glad the virginal gained popularity.
I'm sorry, the what?
The virginal, it's a kind of archaic piano.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when you don't have sex.
Wouldn't an archaic piano be a very modern piano in these times?
Well, as I say, I'm a piano repairman. This is
You,
my pay grade.
you would have a lot more information than we have. So, all right. In any case, off we go. That was a fun little interstitial. So Tanber is able to cart you within, I'd say within a couple hours, get you to Cornersware. What would be maybe a day's walk, he's able to get you there in a couple of hours. And so you head into the small village of Cornersware, and more importantly, you head to the address given to you by Egelier. Here you are, holding the jade homunculus in front of the house Egelier told you to meet her in.
All right, I'll do talking, and I will knock smartly upon the door.
You will knock smartly upon the door.
Let me put a sticker on Dabarella's armor,
Oh,
just in case you need to do some feats of strength.
oh, thank you.
Oh, okay. Egelier opens the door and sees you all there. I put the jade homunculus with you. I don't know. You have said that you are the homunculus is covered in a sheet.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dabarella's holding it. That's fine.
Oh, sure.
And I'm
that-
still holding it, yeah.
yeah, I just
Alright,
wanted to
I-
make sure the vision was clear to everyone.
Okay, I'll take a step inside as soon as it lets me. And Mortimer's just going to turn on maximum schmooze at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go, Egelier, my lady, how enchanting it is to be within your radiant presence again. Look, we return in triumph.
And hello to you, thief.
Rude.
Jeez, I'm trying to put the effort in here.
Was that just at him, or was that sort of a whole group sort of thing? I don't know whether to, give you the nod or be offended.
That was specifically to Mortimer. She looks at the whole group and says, I hope you have an update. I know there has been quite an uproar in the Flora Folk City. I have no idea if that was your doing, but there are rumblings all over on Gandari.
Oh, it's entirely possible those rumblings were us, but that could just be indigestion. Anyway, we have indeed an update for you. Quite a large jade made of and homunculus-shaped update, as it happens. And then I'll, do the big old flourish.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da! And pull the sheet off the homunculus. Okay, Grindabin, you do the ta-da on the other side of it.
Yeah, have a. You gotta throw the sheet too. Let it kind of
Yes.
to the ground.
Okay.
While this is going on, Sigmar is sat at the table with his feet up.
Yes. And I'm doing the schmoozing. And what an epic tale it was. Well, quite an epic feat of strength and trickery with which we swindled it away from those crafty black-eyed Susans.
Tell me all about it. She gets close to you, Dabarella, and starts kind of tapping and inspecting the jade homunculus.
Okay. Well, no reason not to just tell the whole story, just omitting the last part. Mortimer just recounts the entire adventure, really.
Okay. Oh, and then you jumped off a. Oh my! How
Yes.
glorious!
Yes.
There
And then
were
afterwards, Sigmar told us he had the Featherfall spell. It was quite a hilarious comedy moment that I'm sure a hypothetical audience of the future film version would be quite interested by.
Well, I can say I always love it when Sigmar is an idiot. Oh, that just makes my day. Yeah, so she's inspecting and she goes, "This is remarkable. The The jade is pristine. The craftsmanship on this is absolutely impeccable. No offense to your abilities, but I believe this is the true jade homunculus because it's so immaculate, and I don't think any of you could make this.
Yes. Well, obviously. I mean, you're paying us for you're paying us for the specific jade homunculus, and we always leave our customers satisfied.
One more roll for me.
So we've actually got some real estate business we're taking care of soon, so we should probably just collect the reward and go.
First, you have to hand over the homunculus to me so I can give it one final inspection.
Certainly. Barbarella?
Okay, here you go. She hands her the homunculus.
Okay, and then the homunculus she's gonna go put like the homunculus over on the table here, and head over that way and start inspecting it. Roll.
Roll your boat.
Roll your boat.
Nonchalance.
Just
I believe everything will be in order.
everything, as far as I can tell, this is the actual jade homunculus. When I bring this to the council, there is no feat that I can not accomplish now. Thank you all. And she specifically looks over to Sigmar with your feet up on the table. Truly, thank you. This means so much, not just to me, but the entire Aasimar people.
Well, don't forget to give us 5 stars on Adventure Yelp. And keep us in mind for future acts of questing and shit.
Of course.
Why not recommend us to your fellow quest givers?
Of course. But first, your payment. I have many. 1, I have gold. 2, I have trinkets that I think all of you will enjoy. I have been spending my time doing a little shopping, doing a little digging through our magical archives. Ooh. So the first thing she does is plunks down a little chest that has 1,200 gold pieces in it.
Dag.
Nice.
That's a lot.
And she says,
That's a lot.
"This is but pittance to what I can accomplish with the mighty Jade Homunculus. Once again, your efforts are exuberantly appreciated by myself and the Aasimar folk." She says, "But individually, I have something for each of you."
Well, that's top-notch, says Mortimer, already stuffing his pocket with gold coins.
And then she's going to walk. I keep making Egelier dance. She is going to walk over to her fireplace, tap on a few bricks here and there, and open up a secret door at the back of the cottage.
Secret doors?
Oh, of course. And
I love secret doors.
In the back, you see, kind of like a mini armory. There's many objects back there. And she says, "For you, my most wonderful thief." And she pulls out this dark cloak for you. And she says, "I have found for you a minor cloak of invisibility. This will give you the opportunity to sneak anywhere you wish. It will also add 1 to your AC.
Your generosity knows no bounds, my lady. Bow low, kiss back of hand.
Oh, you. Oh, make sure you call me later after this real estate business.
I mean, I'm not complaining, but don't you have a fiance?
Mm-hmm. We're relatively open is all I'm saying.
Well, say no more.
And for you, Dabarella,
Yes?
I know you were interested in learning from our chefs, learning our recipes, learning our cooking
Yes.
abilities. So what I have procured for you is magical cooking items. And she pulls out like what looks like a little box and pops it open, and it like magically expands into a tiny kitchenette, a little stove top oven. And she goes, with this, you'll be able to cook phenomenal meals anywhere you want. Plus, cooking those meals can give your allies resistance to certain damages and even give them temporary hit points. And along with that, and
She actually says hit points.
she absolutely breaks the fourth wall. She looks right into the camera to say hit points and resistance to damage. Yes.
What is this? Isekai all of a sudden?
Because I have to get this information out to everyone, or else that's all the comment section is going to be is what does it do?
It's an ASMR side effect, we'll say. She's celestial. She can see the world in that way.
I
She can-
understand.
She can see the HUD.
There are many people watching us. I feel it. And so she also procures for you magical cooking utensils. A skewer, a wok, a frying pan, and a rolling pin to go along with your Ice Giant's ice cream scoop. Now you can have an entire set. You can cook such phenomenal meals.
I'm gonna make so many good foods for my friends. Thank you so much. It's so very nice of you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And for you, Mr. Grinderbin, I know you were interested in our garbage.
Oh, very much so, yes.
So I sorted through our garbage, and I was able to find for you what I thought was the most interesting of the garbage. And she pulls out an umbrella made of feathers.
God, that does look interesting.
And hands it to you and says, This waterfowl umbrella does so many wonderful things, though I myself have forgotten all the things they do. But Grinderbin knows what they do. Yes.
Oh, perfect. It's my favorite way to find out.
And for you, Sigmar,
Yep.
I know that we've had our differences in the past, and you and I disagree on many things as far as our traditions and our people are concerned. But I brought for you, and she pulls out a little case. It's like a thin, long case. I brought for you something that I thought was suited to your specific past. I brought you a tool that will make it even easier for you to run away. And she opens up the case, and what you find is a long black arrow that is like that has like this like fog, this forever fog misting off of it, and it is now in your inventory. What this is, Sigmar, is a blink arrow. Firing this arrow allows you to teleport wherever it lands.
Like I'm gonna forgive the dig, Egelier, because it's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yes, it has. You get 2 uses per day, and as far as you can fire it, as far as you can teleport. As soon as it lands, you can teleport within 5 feet of it, as long as that area is not obstructed.
Sweet.
Well, thank you for all our gifts, my most gracious lady. If the future you can build for the Asmar people with the power of the Jade Homunculus is as bright and glittering as the shine on this gold and these wonderful magical items, then it's a great future for everyone, I believe.
Mortimer, give me just let's see here, either performance or persuasion. Give me either one of those.
Well, it'll be the one that. Either one I'm +6 in, so it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so a 14, and I'll keep a 14, and she gives you kind of a royal bow, like a head bob back to you, and she says, "Farewell, my thief. I will call upon you if I have need of your services ever again. And if there's anything you need from me, any sort of information, any more items that I can procure for you, feel free to come over to Venezuela, where I will most assuredly be in court, because now I will have very important things to do.
I think Dabarella is bursting to ask
I
something.
have one question, Miss Egelier, before we go.
Dabarella.
It was very nice of you to give us the presents, and I really appreciate it. And that's a very nice offer that you just gave Mr. Mortimer. But, and it's okay because we already gave you the jade, but are you going to use it to hurt people?
I will use the influence and power that the jade homunculus provides to me to protect my people. And that might involve hurting people. I will try not to hurt people, but I will use it to protect my people, yes.
Are we your people now?
You are not an Aasimar, but you are friends of the Aasimar, as far as I am concerned.
Magic.
Okay. I just didn't want her to hurt us, okay? Just in case she tried to pull a sneaky. So I just wanted to check. So thank you. I'm glad to hear we're friends.
It's entirely fair. Egelier has been known to pull a sneaky.
Yeah,
That's quite natural. I guess that's everything. We better be off. Remember Mortimer's first rule, everyone.
Dabarella, give me a charisma check.
My charisma's not as low as you'd think it is.
Well, you're a cat.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Egelier takes a step towards you, Dabarella, and places a hand on your shoulder, kind of like shoulder near neck, and is just like, your sincerity moves me, Dabarella, and I appreciated that you look out for so many people. If I could be half the leader I'm sure you are, I'm sure I would lead my people to greatness. Thank you so much for your kind words.
Yeah, sincerity's great, isn't it? Anyway, can we go?
Dabarella has no words, just pure tears and just nods.
Okay. Well, as we're walking
Sniffs a
out,
little bit.
Mortimer goes, "Hey, wait a minute. Did she just say Dabarella's the leader?"
Yeah, she did. Go with it.
I mean, if
Real
anything, I'm the leader, if anything, Mortimer will say.
I think we might be better off with
Dabarella.
Dabarella.
I'm the leader.
Okay, if you're such a great leader, what should we do next, Mon Capitan?
I think we should go sell people some food.
You know what? I had very similar thoughts.
See? I'm a good leader.
Yes, of course you are.
Good point.
That was 1,200 gold, right? So that would be 300 apiece.
Grinderbin.
On the way out, giving Egelier a card, be like, if you ever find any more trash you need to get rid of, I'll gladly take care of that for you.
Mr. Grinderbin, we have so much magical trash. Yes, come by Venezuela anytime, and I give you official permission to sort through our trash bins. Yes.
Okay.
This is the greatest moment ever.
Well, once we're all out and the door's very firmly closed and we're walking down the street, Mortimer will let out a very long breath and go, "That went suspiciously easily."
Yeah, it really did. I can go to the trash.
Is it me, or do all our marks roll low on intelligence lately?
That's what it seems like.
Gonna count that as a blessing.
Well, anyway, let's get going before she, takes a closer look.
All right. Choo, back
I feel
to...
kind of bad. I just hope it doesn't backfire.
Oh, we've done 9 things that are probably going to backfire at some point. Might as well add it to the pile.
I mean, if we keep pulling it off successfully, does it matter how many times we backfire?
Well, exactly.
All right. Off camera, we were discussing, as the four of you have stated, that you would like to start a business somewhere, specifically a nightclub. And during our preparation for this episode, you all said that you would like to find an area that's not under any specific control. There's the humanoid area, there's the celestial area, the flora folk, the fauna folk. And so is there a part of the world that's not necessarily controlled by anyone specific or right on the border of all four? And so I'm going to present to you the city of Westage.
That's definitely the Vestige.
It's
the
spelled Vestage. It's pronounced Westage.
I am just going to say Westage. That is my name. That is what it's going with.
And so that is an area of Angundari that is under that is not under the control of the humanoids, the celestials, the flora, or the fauna. It is its own separate area where all are welcome. And so is that where...
I think
Sounds
you mean
good.
the welcome.
Nice.
Welcome.
So is that where you would like to head?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that
look-
sounds really good.
We
Looking at the
needed a
map,
realtor or something, right?
is there like a river ferry? It looks like going by the map. The river might be the best route to take.
That's true.
From where we are, we would definitely pass the same mermaid we did last time. though.
Where are we gonna? Is this the river with anus?
This is the main river. That is the river that Anus is in. What I will say is there is no specific ferry from Cornersware down to Westage. As we discussed, that river is too fast and rocky and full of waterfalls for a ferry to go through. There are ferries. For example, if you look at the map, like from Westage down to the sea, there are ferries, but not in this area. So if you would like to find a cart or if you'd like to walk, it's up to you.
Well, I guess we could find another cart. Although, let's find one that's going on the east side of the river and try to avoid Pimpernel if we can. They're probably still rebuilding it from our last visit.
What if we walked to Milkweed just because we know that that's where, like, we know there's okay company there,
We
find a ride from there?
We murdered someone there, Dabarella.
That's also true. That's true.
But do they know we
Yeah,
murdered
we
someone
covered that
there?
up pretty well, I feel like. It's almost like
Yes,
it never happened.
Well, yes, well. the
Sorry,
death of
I
an-
need to bring something up about the map that I've only just noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa Hudgens.
you only just now noticed that?
Yeah, it took me that long. I'm really sorry.
Are you accusing me of naming my angelic cities against an angelic after an angelic actress? Is that what you're saying?
It would appear so. It would appear
Yes,
so.
that is where I got my name for Vanessula and Hudgens.
Well, anyway.
Continue.
Well, as I say, let's just get in the cart and try not
Okay.
to get out of the cart as it's passing through one of the places we've been before, because there's probably something we did there that will bite us in the ass.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I wanted to go back through there. Oh well.
you just got to tell me. You just got this is a group decision.
Well,
here.
I vote to like beeline straight to Vestige.
I just
Whatever
worry
the
we'll,
Fastest
worry-
way is. Whether
just
that's
worry
going
we'll-
through there or not, I'm full of. Sorry?
I'll just worry we'll pass through the trading posts and there'll be fucking like CSI Narnia hanging out there with like white outlines all over the floor.
Yeah, going straight to the Vestige is fine.
All right, and you're taking a cart or you're walking. As we discussed pre-game, and I will just let the audience know of, is things like time is something I'm going to be keeping track of here. As when we start up the business, I'm sure weeks, if not months, will pass.
Okay, let's take a cart. We're moneyed up. Might as well
Yeah.
save on shoe leather.
Okay, yeah, you find after some searching in Cornersware, you do find out you actually find a carriage, a people-moving cart that is heading south towards Castle Sasha that will swing by Westage on its way. You meet the driver. Driver's an older lady who is smoking a pipe and just says, "All aboard who's coming aboard. Castle Sasha with the stop in Westage."
4 to Westage, please, my good woman.
All right, 4 to Westage. That'll be 2 gold.
Why don't I cover this one? Might as well.
Appreciated.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah. 2 gold. 2 gold from my 356 gold.
How much gold you say you got?
Nothing. Didn't say anything at all. Just gonna
Okay.
sit in the back now.
Yeah, all right, you guys. All right, off we go. Whoosh.
Okay, well, while we're on the road, I'm gonna mention to Grindelwald, hey, you wanna take a look at this sword I found?
Oh, I honestly love nothing else more.
All right, well, I'll just sort of discreetly bring it out where no one else can see it. So, did you got any, like, magic effect on that at all?
You're like, ooh, I bet I can find out.
The one I took off of Fudge Ruckersford? That I'm hoping won't be used as evidence against me at some
You
point.
should probably say that quieter.
You probably shouldn't let anyone
Yes.
see that you have that.
Yes, well, I'm trying to, like, keep this to within just the party and no, I'm not eavesdropped by anyone.
Sure. Sure. And Grindelwald, you have a spell, or you just have? Oh, you're an artificer.
Yeah, so I can roll arcane if you want.
You can.
If that works for you.
Yeah, sure. Give me an arcane roll, and because you're an artificer, you can do so with advantage.
Ooh, like the sound of that. Well, what a perplexing sword this is. So intriguing.
What's an in-betweeny sort of level of confusing this sword has?
Wow. So, even with advantage, you got yourself a 12. So basically what I'm going to say is this takes an uncomfortable amount of time for you to gather the information for the sword, almost to where, like, you get in your head about it and you're like, oh yeah, I can definitely tell you what's magical about the sword, but you can't right away. And you're like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? What's going on? Mortimer's looking at me. This is my chance to prove myself to Mortimer. And it basically takes almost the entire trip for you to actually figure out what this great sword does. Okay, so this is the Lucky Greatsword. It is a +1 greatsword, which means +1 to attack and damage. But also, it has the Lucky feat imbued to it, and so basically you get 3 luck points when using this sword to re-roll an attack roll.
It's funny. We've also got that boon of luck from Jeremy the Jade Homunculus, didn't we?
Yeah.
Do we ever need a really like 1,000,000 to 1 shot? We'll just get them to hold this sword and invoke the boon at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, that's why I couldn't figure it out. It was so lucky. The way luck magic works, it's just a very different sort of thing. It's hard to pin down because it doesn't play by the same rules as everything else. And way overly explained, trying to
This
feel
kinda
better
sounds-
about this.
Yeah, kind of sounds like you're pulling this out of your ass, Grindelwald, mate.
No, it's legitimately true. Real facts, just told by someone who's very insecure at the moment.
All right. And after an uncomfortable amount of time, I'm going to say with the travel up to Cornersware and now the long travel down to Westage, I'm going to say it is rather late at night. So you get to the city of Westage very, very late at night, and that zoomed in right on the name of the city. There we go.
Wow, you really made an effort here, Jack.
This is really cool.
Yeah, this is a really neat one.
Jeez. Oh my God, the amphitheater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a little water amphitheater.
That's my shit.
So yeah, you come to the city of Westage, and what I'm going to say is it's rather late at night now, and so you'll just need to kind of find yourself a little inn, as far as like, as far as tonight goes.
Right.
All right, do we ask somebody like where did we pop in at?
Yeah, like you kind of get into the city. You ask around. There is so how nice a part of the city inn you want to stay at?
Okay, we
I
talked
say
about
we-
this.
Yeah, we would probably want to stay in the same area we want to buy property in.
Okay.
Right. So we're looking for somewhere that's on the verge of being gentrified, I believe was our conclusion. Sort of on the border between modest and okay.
Sure. So basically, it goes squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, aristocratic. That's our levels there. And so you want to kind of go into a modest area that's right on the border of comfortable.
Maybe a bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
The low end of modest.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want to go like poor to modest.
I'd say mid to low end of modest.
Yeah, we want. I think we talked about this. Like, we want the like. We want to be the ones to build it up.
Yeah.
Right,
The
right.
up and
Our
coming
nightclub
area.
will be the thing there, and that will
Sure.
attract other things.
All right. Well, it
people.
is rather late at night, and so you're kind of getting there. Well, here's what I'll say. I'll say you get there, and you obviously you are met with guards at a large gate, and so the guards say, "Oh, state your business here."
Well,
Place for the night.
yeah. Why don't you start?
Wanna
with the-
sleep? I'm sleepy.
All right. How good a night's sleep you want? And then you tell them, you're looking for,
Yeah.
not too pricey, but not too squalid as well.
Yeah.
And he points you. What he points you to is he goes, if you're looking for, kind of cheap, but still, still nice. You won't get mugged in the middle of the night because, obviously, no one wants to get mugged in the middle of the night. You're gonna want to look right around this area right here. There's a little inn called the Sprout and the Bean.
That area looks ideal. That nice little square with the fountain looks like a good
I
place
like
to
it.
start looking for real estate around.
Absolutely. What I will tell you, that area it borders on iffy, but it's nice and not too expensive.
Sounds good, my good man.
Just what we wanted.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good one, and welcome to Westage.
Why, thank you.
I wonder why they asked us our business. I wonder if they're suspicious of anyone.
We're
This part of the world.
suspicious of everyone.
I think that's their job.
It's like that's a normal thing when people come at night. No, it's very normal.
I guess. I just wondered if they were like, what? There's some kind of hated enemy that's planning to besiege the city, and they want to know if we're spies for them or something.
So over at the Sprout and Bean, you get there, and it is actually a cozy. I think that's like how a real estate agent would spin this, where it's cozy and modest.
Yeah.
Obviously, it
My
has.
God,
like,
I can't wait to meet the real estate agent.
It has-
Pages.
It has
Have
a
a
little.
Very
feel.
excited.
Yeah. So it has a little bar area, and of course it has rooms. If you'd like to eat anything, or if you'd like to go right up to bed, just let me know. I'll give you some prices.
Well, as you say, it's very late, so probably a bit too late to start doing business.
Okay, and so to stay here at the Sprout and the Bean, it is 4 silver a night.
A piece.
A
For all of
piece.
us?
A room. 4 silver a room.
Okay, does the room have 4 beds?
What I'll say is, the lady behind the counter says, we got a couple with 2 beds in it, nothing with 4. Yeah, I'd say two bunk up at once.
Barbarella, could you just curl up in front of a fire or something?
I want to stay with Grindabin.
Like,
It's
all right, well, we can
4
get one of the
silver
rooms.
for a whole room, so like 2 a piece then, right?
Yeah, you can
So
get 2 in, you can get 2 in a room.
All right, yeah, that's fine. Like I'll cover me and Mortimer, and then you guys can get a room.
Yeah, get a room, guys.
Get a room.
Wow.
You're like, all right. I guess that's fair. I'm not really sure what the prices are around here.
All right, and you all tucker in to a cozy night at the Sprout and the Bean. The next morning, you wake up ready to go on a shopping extravaganza. And that'll be it for episode 1 of season 2 of Adventure Is Nigh. Thanks everybody for watching and or listening to this. Come back next week at a shopping montage. It's gonna be great.